name is Firefighter Kyle.
My name is Firefighter Thompson.
And today we're going to be discussing fire prevention. It is October. The week of the 4th through the 10th is Fire Prevention Week. And this year's theme is kitchen fires. Kitchen fires are the leading cause of home fires and burn injuries in the home. Specifically, Thanksgiving is the #1 day of the year for that. Unintended cooking, leading cause. When cooking, it's important that you stay in the kitchen. Do not get distracted, specifically when cooking on top of the stove or in the oven. To check on that often. Keep a lid close by if you would have a fire. You can put over the small grease fire if you get something, you smother the fire out. It's important that if the fire is beyond something that you can control or stop right away, to exit your home and dial 911.
Make sure you do not put water on any type of grease fire. You can use baking soda, where you should have a rated fire extinguisher in your kitchen. That's very important.
Anything that would be flammable while you're cooking, keep away from the stovetop, keep away from heat, and specifically when you have children in the home, to create a safe space around your stove or area where you're preparing hot food or water, or hot food and drinks. Keep an area that is clear, keep them away.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to talk to you about smoke detectors. Smoke detectors should be installed in almost every room in your house, or at least at the exit of the room of the house. Doorways are very important. What happens is smoke is very hazardous to humans. If there is any type of fire or anything, smoke travels in the hot air, and hot gases travel to the top ceiling area of the house. And it's very important because that smoke actually causes a lot of deaths during fires. It's not actually the fire that kills you. So basically, when you have the smoke detector set up, you want to check them. They're good for about approximately 10 years. You want to put new batteries at least once a year in them, and you want to check them once a month. To check them, it's very simple. You just press and hold the button that says press and hold to test. It'll beep, showing that the battery is functioning. So this one obviously has good batteries in it, it's functioning. And like I said, you just want to replace the batteries. Everybody says about every 6 months, but at least once a year. If you do hear the smoke detector going off, use your escape plan, which we will be talking about, and exit your home. Also, all homes should have a carbon monoxide detector. Carbon monoxide will also kill you when you're sleeping or anything like that. It's tasteless, it's odorless, so it's very important that you have it. And when you hear the alarm for this, also exit the residence and make sure somebody calls 911. Use your same escape plan.
Discuss home escape plans. It's important to gather as a family, meet together, come up with a map of your house showing each level, top floor, bottom floor, basement, and discuss ways that you would exit the building if there would be a fire. It's important to have 2 ways out of every room that you're in, whether that's a door or a window. Door leading would be your primary. If that's not able, you get to the door and there's heat or anything, smoke, leave that door shut, exit out a window if possible. In your plan, have a designated meeting area outside of your home, safely away from your home, whether that's a mailbox, a light pole, the front sidewalk, anything that's safely away from the home where the family meets. If you all meet there and everyone's accounted for, call 911, go to a neighbor's home if you don't have a phone on you. If someone is missing, it's very important that you do not go back into the building. Just call 911 and dispatch fire department.
Just as Kyle was mentioning, if you cannot exit and you get to a window, it is very important, do not jump. Wait until fire personnel get to you. They will help remove you from the building. Also, if you cannot exit and you're at a window, use bright colored clothing or a piece of cloth or anything and have it pushed up against the window, wave it around so people know that you're there. If you have a cell phone on you, call 911 and let them know where you are inside the house. That information is valuable to us and it could save your life. This is a fire extinguisher. When using a fire extinguisher, we go by the PASS, P-A-S-S acronym. P stands for pull the pin, A stands for aim the extinguisher, S stands for squeeze the bottom handle and top handle together to actually use the extinguisher, and the other S stands for sweep the fire. Fire extinguishers come in different classes. This happens to be an ABC extinguisher, which can be used on wood fires or paper fires. That's the A. B stands for chemicals like gasoline, like liquid, flammable liquids, or like some types of cooking oils. C stands for electrical fires. There's also Class D fires, which are metals, and then there's also Class K, which are kitchen extinguishers that are used for putting out kitchen fires. And then we have the Class A, which is just a water extinguisher.
As part of the program, we're going to have Tyler. He's going to dress up in all of his gear. That way you guys know what he looks like if you would ever see him in a building. So first things first, Tyler's going to take off his station boots. We'll set them off to the side. And he's going to put on his pants and boots. Notice how the boots are already in the pants. That's just to save us time. As he pulls them up, these pants are going to protect him from heat when he's in the building. He's got pockets on the side that he can keep items in, such as gloves, suspenders, help keep the pants from falling down. Next, he's going to put on his hood. The hood goes, he's going to put that over his head. That's going to protect his head and face from heat. Right now, he's going to just put it on like that until he gets his jacket on, and we'll get to the rest of that as we go on. His radio, so he can communicate with us from when he's inside the building. He's going to put his coat on. These coats are three-part. You have your outer shell, which is what you guys see, this black part. It has a reflective trim around it for better visibility in the smoke and at night. Then there's a moisture barrier inside as well as a thermal lining. Pull his radio out. He'll clip that. That way he can utilize that when he's in the fire. This is the air pack. Cylinder on the back is where the air is. It's a lot of people think it's oxygen. It's just regular air that is inside there. To tighten the straps, sort of like wearing a backpack. When you guys go to school, this is the backpack we wear. Belts go around the waist, they go around the shoulder. So tighten that up. This is the mask that he wears. Like you guys are wearing masks in school to keep you guys safe. This is the type of mask we wear when we go to fires to keep us safe from the smoke. The smoke is what's going to hurt us, not necessarily the fire. Smoke will get us first. So this provides us with clean oxygen, clean air to breathe while we're inside. We'll check for a seal. This is where he takes his hood, brings his hood up over, and that's protecting his ears and his head from getting burned. Take his helmet. That also has a thermal lining on it. Pull that down. Just more protection for his side of his head and his ears. Put the strap on, make sure that's secure, that way it doesn't fall off. Helmet's going to protect us from hitting our heads and any falling debris that we would have inside. Putting his gloves on, protecting his hands from getting burned. He's going to turn on his air. There's enough air in there for 45 minutes. Usually though, when we're working and we're inside fighting a fire, that should last us 20 to 25 minutes. Going to connect into his mask. He's now breathing air. And the noise that you hear is the noise, that is what he's going to sound like if you're inside a home and he's coming in to get you. He's got a flashlight here, which he'll use. That alarm there is his pass alarm. You just got to keep moving so that's not going off. And then if you want to come close, we'll have Tyler just kind of speak, saying that he's a firefighter and not to be afraid of him.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm here to help you.
So as you can hear, it sounds different. It may sound scary. He may look scary, but he's not. He's there to help you. Do not hide from him. Do not run away from him. Go to him when you see.
Heating. So your space heaters, the heater in your house, the chimney for your fireplace, they are one of the #1 causes of home fires during the winter months. It is very important that space heaters are away from any type of fabric or any type of flammable. At least 3 feet of a distance should be the minimum. All heaters, they need space. They get hot, so obviously heat can cause a fire. Make sure you maintain your heater or your chimney. Have your chimney cleaned at least once a year, and have a qualified professional come out and do the actual maintenance on it.
Yep, and I think we'll just go over a couple, kind of an overview of what we said so far and a couple tips. Again, for the younger folks out there, if you find matches or lighters or anything like that, do not play with it. Give it to an adult or your parents, whoever's there. But again, we don't play with that stuff. Never leave candles. Candles is another big thing. Like Tyler said with space heaters, candles also cause fires unattended. People forget they're on or they leave it home with them still burning. And they can get home.
Don't overplug. Don't use extension cords upon extension cords. They can cause fires, and it ends up being that you could lose your whole house due to it. Also, don't play near the fireplace or the stove. Maintain distance from them. They get hot. Don't throw anything on top of the stove as it's on. Don't throw anything in your fireplace. And keep flammable objects away from the stove. Like I was saying, just don't throw anything on it or anything like that. Don't wear loose clothing around the stove as you're cooking or anything like that.
Get low and get out if you do have a fire, like we discussed. Know your escape plans, and once you're out, stay out. Do not go back into the building for any reason.
If your clothing catches on fire, stop, drop, and roll.
Cover your face when you're doing that. It's also important. Never hide, like we discussed when Tyler was dressed up in his gear. Do not hide from him. He's there to help you. Go to him.
If you are caught in a fire, make sure you use clothing or a piece of cloth to cover your face and breathe through that. The smoke is what will kill you before the fire will actually kill you.
And if you're going, once you're out to your safe spot, if you have your phone with you, call 911. If you do not have your phone with you, do not go back into the home to get it. Go to your neighbors and call from there.
Never hide in your closet or under your bed. It's very important. Make sure you are visible so when the firefighters get there, that they can come in and get you out and safely remove you from the burning building.
If anyone out there would like any more information on anything that we kind of discussed here this morning, www.nfpa.org, and then you can select public education in their toolbar. That'll give you access to books, a lot of children's activities stuff, anything fire prevention you can find on there, and you can order as much as you like.
Exactly what Kyle said. Thank you so much. We appreciate you filming, and be safe, everyone.